All right, welcome to another action-packed episode of Dropkick Basement, where we break down older pro wrestling and kind of give you our spin on it. This is Mike Madden. I am your host for the Dropkick Basement, and I'm always joined by an interesting and fired up set of co-hosts. First of which, Matt Geiger, the Certified 5. Matt, how are you this evening?
I did some research for once, so I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about it.
Okay, good. I like studious Matt. That's my favorite kind of Matt. A Matt that does homework. Always good to hear. And our other co-host, Mr. Gimmickless, no gimmicks needed, Tommy Schultz. Tommy, how you do?
I am. I'm pretty pumped up to see who will be the sole survivor.
Yes, continuing in our series of rebooking episodes where we kind of reimagine the big four pay-per-views the WWF does, and put our own spin on it, and kind of try and set the booking on its ear. We are in the week of Survivor Series. Survivor Series, a premium live event airing on the Peacock Network on the 25th of September. So we are using our brains and our particular wrestling knowledge to rebook a couple different Survivor Series cards. The one thing that I noticed, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but there was a kind of a distinct, like, I'm looking down the line of like the Survivor Series to try to pick one where I was like, oh, it's got to be like a real dud, and it's hard to find duds. I think Survivor Series, like,
so, I mean, which part of the 2000s did you look at? Because that is a big deciding factor for me. So I which one did you wind up choosing, first of all?
So with mine, I went with 2012.
Okay, so
even know what happened there.
Yeah, I could not even tell you. But
okay.
if you would have went a little later into the late 2010s, like 2017, 2018, there's for sure some BS, like hard to get through pay-per-views there. I don't know if Survivor Series necessarily fits into the mold of that specifically.
But, no. Yeah, I know that they have dud pay-per-views, but I'm just saying, I think Survivor Series, just because of the, you know what? Like, now I'm going to walk it back. Even before I finish answering that, I'm going to walk it back because
well, because to me, the big allure for Survivor Series has always been the Survivor Series style match.
Yeah, for sure.
And the later you get into the newer era of WWE, the less and less you see of the actual Survivor Series style matches, because then they were only doing basically one Survivor Series style match, and that would be Team Raw versus Team SmackDown.
Right. Yeah. Battle for brand supremacy after they did a draft in like October, where it's
and
like,
then 80% of them you have Triple H and Shane, or Triple H and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right.
I will say though,
there are some bad ones, I guess.
This week, I know we, time wise, it's not going to come out when it should, but in time with them announcing the Survivor Series match for this year. But they're doing War Games. It really bothered me that they let stupid McDumbface, what's his name, the Raw general manager.
Oh, Adam Pearce.
Yeah, they let Adam Pearce do the Regal.
William Regal's not allowed to appear on screen, or.
Well, I understand that, but like, do something different. Make it your own. Don't just look into the mic, into the hard cam and scream War Games. Yeah, wow. The crowd did get pretty hyped up. I'll give them that.
Seriously, but, they know it's going to be good, and I think they're going to have a good card. But with all that being said, Matt, we're gonna you actually, this is kind of an out of character way that we did this. Normally, I, being the oldest man on this podcast, maybe the oldest man in podcasting history, usually I am the one that gets the assignment with the
between you and the Nature Boy.
Yeah, right.
Oh God.
But normally I'm the one that gets like the Wayback Machine, and we switched it up. So you actually go first because you have the oldest. You've got the oldest Survivor Series. So take it away.
Yeah. So when the conversation came up about doing Survivor Series, I was like, sick. I'll do like 2008, and then Mike was like, nope, you're doing late 80s, and I was like, Mike was like, challenge yourself, and I was like, I don't like doing that.
Oh, boo.
But yeah, so I did pick the 1989 Survivor Series. I was 1 year old when this happened.
Yes.
But there was a lot of guys that I did not know too much about. But my sole purpose of the booking this was to impress my fellow co-hosts and see what they thought here. So
right,
first
good.
of all, I'm just gonna go through some guys who were omitted from matches that were actually previously booked.
Okay. All right.
So the Powers of Pain are not in this pay-per-view.
That's a hard disappointment.
I know. Yeah.
Boss Man is not in.
What the fuck are
The
you
Boss
doing?
Man. That's Tom's favorite
He's
wrestler.
not in a match.
Okay. All right.
Bad News Brown is not. The Bushwhackers are not. And
Hey, Bushwhackers were in a. Oh, they were on Piper's.
I believe they were
Piper's team. Yeah.
And the
The
Red
fact
Rooster,
that you remember the teams, Mike, is very alarming.
and the Red Rooster was left out.
All right, Terry. All right. Well, that makes sense. Terry Taylor sucked.
Yeah.
I believe also the Honky Tonk Man and Jimmy Superfly Snuka are left out as well.
Wow.
So instead of making this pay-per-view better, you just completely destroyed
You
it.
gutted it from some of the people that were in the tournament of gimmicks. You've now you basically eliminated them from this as well.
I am already against this, being that you got rid of my boy, the Big Boss Man.
Right.
Well, so there's a reason for that. You'll see when we
Okay.
get there because
All right.
I did watch this pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that I did notice right out of the gates was it's a very physical style of wrestling when it comes to these Survivor Series style matches. I think mainly because the ropes were a little looser back then, so it's harder
Sure.
to work the ropes and to get some of the moves in when you have so much guys trying to work in and out. But all in all, the original pay-per-view, I did enjoy watching. It was fun.
So
I don't know.
When you're saying like it's more physical, I think that's an interesting thing to think of, like in those like early Survivor Series, because I think basically like all of the matches on that show, on that 89 show, are Survivor Series matches. So it's multiple.
Yeah.
And I think
It's
that
four
was
Survivor Series style matches.
that was also the first time that they shrunk them down from teams of 5 to teams of 4.
Yes.
So it's
now
it's still
that's
a
the
lot
other
of
thing too, because if I would have done teams of 5, I could have kept the people that I omitted in, but I was trying to stick with the format that was presented with
I see.
the 89 Survivor Series. So.
Interesting. Yeah, but the point that I was getting at though was I think you got a lot of guys that are rushing to get stuff in. So when especially like then also like you have a lot of guys that were like 260 or heavier that were in there.
Yeah.
So they're throwing ham bones left, right, and center. So
That seemed to be a lot of it. I noticed there was a lot of atomic drops.
it was a great move. It was a great 80s move.
So we're gonna start off the first match. The face team would be the Rock and Heart Connection, which would be the Rockers and the Heart Foundation.
Okay. All right.
I switched up the layout of the matches a little bit. I moved a couple guys around. This seemed to be a good opening match to keep some to get the adrenaline going, to get the people in the crowd worked up.
Okay.
So you have Marty and Shawn Michaels with Brett and the Anvil against the French Canadian Connection, which consists of Captain Rick Martel, the Fabulous Rougeaus, and Earthquake.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
By the way, he was billed as
Canadian Earthquake. Yeah.
And
He must have been like brand new in the company too.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
like kind of a necessity in this match because I wanted to stick with the French Canadian connection, but he was like one of the only Canadian guys left to use.
Dino Bravo.
Yeah, that's who I thought was coming.
That's what me too. Yeah.
I believe I have him worked in somewhere else.
Okay. All right.
I don't remember. We'll see.
All right. I like this as a match, and I guess like what are you saying? Brett is the captain of his team.
I believe this would be like co-captain between like
Brett and Sean.
Yeah, which you're probably not going to see much after that.
Okay, good.
So what I did was very early on, the Anvil would get eliminated, and it would take a little bit to get the Earthquake out. But I have the Rougeaus finishing up over Brett.
Really?
And giving it to the heel team to start off. You get some heat going. You get the people in the crowd kind of outraged a little bit and ready for the next match.
All right, I like this. I like this. Again, it would just be interesting, and I think they did these in these multiple man matches. Like, Sean and Brett, they were friendly when they were tag team guys, and they weren't competing for the top spot and in each other's fucking face all the time. They cooperate.
They had originally Brett on the 4x4s. And if you remove Brett and add one other person, it then becomes Team USA. So it was easy to pull him out and then just pair the two tag teams together.
Okay.
And the thing with Earthquake was he was kind of just a throw-in, I believe, on the Macho Kings team.
All right, so I have a little bit of backstory on that. Originally, you can go back and listen to shoot interviews and look at the build up on TV too when you were leading into Survivor Series. Barry Windham, the Widowmaker Barry Windham, was supposed to be on Randy Savage's team, and he quit the company about a month before Survivor Series, so he's out. And they had just debuted Earthquake as a guy from the stands that came in and I think helped Dino Bravo pull some bullshit on the Ultimate Warrior. So I think the idea was for him to start with Ultimate Warrior and then transition to kind of a main event spot.
And I mean, with all these matches, there is still some feuds that were coming into it, and then feuds that could come out after that. The Rougeaus were one of the top heel tag teams at the time.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And then you have the Rockers and the Hart Foundation, your two baby faces, but at one point they are going to cross paths because they're tag teams. You know what I mean? So, they could have their beef when it comes to one of them has to get over on the other one to, get a shot at the tag team championships or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was my first match.
All right. Very good.
Now here's where things get a little more interesting. I don't know. I wanted to completely get Brutus the Barber Beefcake out of this goddamn pay-per-view, but he wound up on this team. I did notice that when he was on his way to the ring, he was clapping those goddamn shears very close to children's hands. It was concerning. It was very concerning. But so for the second match, I have the $1 Million Team, which consists of Andre the Giant, Rick Rude, Ted DiBiase, and Greg Valentine, going against the Ultimate Warrior, Roddy Piper, Ronnie Garvin, and Brutus the Barber Beefcake. There's some guys you probably could have worked into the Warriors team. Brutus, to me, I just felt like you wanted that pure fucking babyface pop when he comes out.
Yeah.
The crowd was really all about Beefcake in the opening match. I don't get it.
Who is he? Who is he with?
He was with.
See, with Dusty and the Rooster?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay.
It was Dusty, Rooster, Beefcake, and Tito
Santana. Okay, yeah. All right. Now I remember.
But so the interesting thing about this matchup is Ultimate Warrior could come out of this and go right into a program with Andre. He had, I believe, previous beef with basically everybody on the other team. But
Yeah.
you have Roddy Piper and Rick Rude. DiBiase had a bunch of stuff going on at that time, running the $1 million stable and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
But inevitably, I have the Warrior going over on Andre
Ooh.
with help from Roddy Piper in the end.
Okay. All right. So maybe something like Roddy gets eliminated and then kind of
Like
distracts.
holds Andre's leg outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
That one to me, it's not as much about who is booked in the match. It's about how the match works. And basically what you want to do here is make the Ultimate Warrior look untouchable.
Yeah.
Well, he's the IC champ, right?
Right. So you have him come in late, either on a hot tag with Piper on the outside, or Piper getting eliminated and Warrior hasn't seen the ring for basically the entire match. Maybe he opened the match and then, they keep finding ways to stop him from getting into the $1 million team stops him from getting into the match at all until the very end. And then, like I said, Roddy goes down and then assists Ultimate Warrior on coming out on the top on that one.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Now,
how do you utilize Ronnie Garvin though? Like, he's got the feud with Valentine still, right?
I didn't do too much backstory on that.
Probably though. Like that was his basically his only feud for.
So what
forever.
I would say there is you open up probably with like Rick Rude getting a quick over on Beefcake, and then Garvin getting Rude out, or Rude disqualifying himself or walking away for whatever reason. And then Valentine comes in quick, gets one over on Ronnie Garvin. Then you're left with Roddy and Warrior. Roddy takes out Valentine and DiBiase, and then inevitably leads to that last part of the match.
Okay. All right.
Now, here's where the shakeup comes in a little bit differently. You have the King's Court, Macho King, Zeus, the Genius, and Mr. Perfect.
Ooh.
All right. Okay.
Teaming up against Team USA, which is the two original members that I kept were Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
Hercules is a bigger guy. He was throwing people around a little bit. I thought it was interesting to keep him in there. Then I added Jake Roberts and Coco Beware.
Okay.
Coco was originally omitted from this card, but to get a babyface in there who could start the match off and come in with some energy, I think it was pretty important to have him in there.
Interesting you say energy, because he would be a future member of High Energy with Owen Hart.
Right. Well, there's the
What a
title.
tag team.
What a pair of pants.
And then inevitably what I had going on here was very early on, you get Hercules and Coco Beware eliminated. I'm sorry. The Genius and Zeus eliminated.
Oh, good. Thank God. Because if we got to see Zeus go more than
He
5
should be the
minutes.
sole survivor.
You get
Because he never gets tagged in.
You get I believe in his original match he didn't get tagged in at all, and he just walked off the apron.
Yeah, didn't he get he got clotheslined over or something, and
or he got rolled up.
And then just got
counted out.
Yeah,
he sucked.
Protect the big man.
Through the entire match, he was actually avoiding tag teams or avoiding tag-ins. It's a really interesting thing to watch. I don't know. There has to be something that happened where either he had an injury or he wanted nothing to do with this match. He was not a
wrestler. He wasn't a wrestler, and he didn't.
Right.
And I think he was like, "Oh shit! Now I'm in here. It's not like I'm in here with Hogan."
Yeah.
Oh no, he was. No, he was on the team against Hogan. I'm sorry, but it's like there's other guys on the other side. There was Jake Roberts and Demolition.
Right.
So it's like, oh no, they might kill me.
Yeah. So basically,
R.I.P. Tiny List.
You have Zeus and the Genius gone quickly, and then you basically you just have Macho King and Mr. Perfect roll through the other four.
Wow.
Inevitably getting over on Duggan for the win.
I mean, that's a great team. And I just remember like Leaping Lanny. Like this is when like Perfect was like on the run up to becoming the number one contender for the world title, and Lanny had that main event, Saturday night's main event match against Hogan, that he actually beat Hogan by countout. And Perfect and the Genius stole the world title and smashed it, which I always thought was like a fucking fantastic angle. So, I digress.
Yeah, so that match, I think once again, you have a lot of high energy going on. Macho pulls some of his schmozzy stuff that he was doing when he was the Macho King. In the original match, you have all four men coming down with 4x4s to the ring.
Yeah.
No music, and they're like marching, and then they march all the way around the ring. They each bang their 4x4 on the stairs. Then they all rush the ring, and the other team gets out of the ring, and then they try to do this synchronized spinning and like almost like drill, like line drill with the 2x4s, and they go to throw them, and the two guys across from each other are supposed to throw them first, but Duggan, who I'm sure set up this entire thing, throws his at the wrong time, and everybody just drops all their fucking 4x4s. It's just like, and then you just see Brett kind of just like he's the only one with one left in his hand.
Yeah,
it's just like
the excellence execution.
All right.
Are you still gonna? Are you all right? So you think by adding Coco, who's on this team again? It's Duggan, it's Coco,
Duggan, Hercules, Coco, and Jake Roberts.
Do you think they're better at throwing sticks around? Like, would they still do this? Oh,
no,
okay.
Probably were.
All right. Would they have American flags because they're Team USA?
Yeah, I think that they should keep the 2x4s in the backstage and all just maybe come out with some flags,
some American flags, but
maybe like
Coco
Jake comes out
with the
with
American
like
flag jumpsuit.
No, the problem is Jake has he's got the snake. He's got the snake
Damien's
duffel.
in red, white, and blue duffel bag.
Oh, that was weird because I thought you were gonna say like they dip him into paint like he's an American flag.
Didn't they
Come on, man. We don't need PETA on our bags.
Well, but didn't they like paint one of the dogs one time or something?
No, they didn't.
What?
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure they did that.
Yes, that was legal. That was Legally Blonde.
I mean, the Big Boss Man did make chili.
That's true.
Pepper.
Yes, pepper was a condiment.
Oh my god, my daddy.
And then Coco had Frankie. So he would have to pull double duty and have a flag.
Well, the thing with that is you got to keep the snake away from the bird.
Yeah.
Because then you could have a mess on your hands.
Oops. Coco was in the ring. And now Frankie's inside of Damien.
Oh my god.
We're still squawking. All right. So I like that's a big improvement. Big improvement.
Here's where things get interesting, and I think this changes the entire dynamic of the pay-per-view. So going in, they announced that that Hogan has his team of men that he is going to bring to the ring.
Men. And
there is a mystery team that is there to face them.
Okay.
The match is booked. They know that they have it. The crowd's waiting. And then Hogan's music hits. Him, Dusty, and Demolition all come down.
Oh, yeah.
And now you have four of the biggest baby faces in the company at the time, all in the ring. And they're like, getting the crowd going. They have no idea what's going on. They're sitting in the ring for a minute and a half. Nobody hits the entranceway. And Tully and Orn Anderson walk down to the ring.
Okay.
And then Barry Windham walks down to the ring.
Oh, okay.
And then Ric Flair's music hits, and he walks down to the ring.
Yes.
And you get the Hulkamaniacs versus the Four Horsemen.
Wow.
Because
they hate Dusty too.
And you get the Brainbusters versus Demolition in it, which is a pretty good tag team matchup in itself.
That's the feud that's happening currently in their canon. Yeah.
So now the interesting thing with this is apparently prior to or after this, I think it was the year before. Basically, what I read was the entire SummerSlam card was catered and revolved around Ric Flair signing back with WWF, and he never did.
Yes.
Yeah, was that 89 or was that 90?
88.
I think it was 88.
Okay.
88 because.
So now everybody assumes that Dusty, because everybody thought he was coming back in SummerSlam. I'm sorry, that Flair was coming back at SummerSlam. That there's no chance that you see Ric Flair. And then he shows up at Survivor Series with the Four Horsemen. And you have this Hogan Flair dynamic. You have, Dusty and the Four Horsemen dynamic. You have the two top hot tag teams dynamic. Everything works and it falls into place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as far as the finish goes for this, and here's where I'm going to appease Tommy. The man left off this card that Tommy did not agree with being left off the card was his favorite wrestler of all time, the Big Boss Man. So Boss Man and Dusty were in a huge feud at this time. And I don't know if you guys remember, but after Dusty pinned the Boss Man in the original 89 Survivor Series, Boss Man attacked him, and I forget who the other guy was that was left with him. He attacked both of them with the nightstick.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then Slick Rick, or what was his name?
Slick
handcuffed Dusty to the ropes, and then Boss Man got his stuff in on him with the nightstick.
Yeah.
So now that doesn't happen, but instead, to further progress that feud and to get Dusty involved with the Four Horsemen, Dusty and Hogan are left against Flair, and Dusty gets attacked by Boss Man on the ring apron in a run-in, and gets counted. Gets Dusty counted out.
Okay.
And then Hogan, goes to check on Dusty. Boss Man runs back off into the back. Flair comes in, gets a cheap shot on Hogan. You think that Hogan is about to tap out to the figure four, and he rolls it over, reverses it.
Yeah.
You have that exchange that way, but inevitably Hogan goes over on Flair.
Of course.
Which you would love to book it another way, but I'm being realistic here.
Yes. This is 1989.
Yeah.
The walk-off is Hogan celebrating in the middle of the ring over Ric Flair's dead body.
And Ric Flair doesn't come back for the rest of his time there. He's like, fuck Hogan, fuck Dusty. I can't beat any of these assholes. Ronnie Garvin, where are you at?
I do believe that 100% increases an already pretty good card. And like I said, it adds a little bit more flair than was normal, than what would have been on the original card.
Well, yeah. Now I'm not so annoyed that you left the Honky Tonk Man off of this.
I have to say, I'm flabbergasted
that
you did such a good job with this.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm very proud of myself.
I did not see the end coming.
I looked around to see what other people in some of the forums had talked about, like guys that were left out and matches that they thought they would have wanted to see. And then I looked at the guys who were omitted from the pay-per-view and tried to piece together as best as I could. And I think I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, no, this is a
100%.
This is an excellent rebooking, and certainly improvements all around for the outcome. So yeah, I would be very happy to see that pay-per-view. Jesus, just the thought of like the two biggest baby faces in the company, Hogan and Dusty Rhodes, getting shocked out of their shoes that the Four Horsemen are in the arena, and just the idea of it. Like, if there was a way to like announce it ahead of time and then get like at least like a month of promos out of Dusty, talking about Ric Flair and Tully and all those guys. That'd be awesome. But I also like the element of surprise. So well done, Matt. Excellent job. Moving along, Tommy, where are you? What are you pulling apart here?
All right, so this actually kind of could be a companion piece with an earlier rebooking that we did when I rebooked WrestleMania 8, because I'm rebooking Survivor Series 1991, and this kind of was the jumping off point.
The lead-in, so to speak, yeah.
For where I started with some of my ideas for WrestleMania 8, which now it gives me a chance to kind of plug those in here.
That's good. This is almost, again, it's a prequel.
Yes.
It's like you're doing Star Wars movies.
Exactly. We'll get the Royal Rumble in a few months, and then, eventually we'll get SummerSlam.
That's right.
But so the original Survivor Series 91 card, we had it was 4 Survivor Series matches and then a world title match.
And it was the first time they had done a world title match, a singles match at a Survivor Series. Yeah.
So the original card, the first match was Flair, Ric Flair, the Mountie, Ted DiBiase, and the Warlord versus Rowdy Piper, Bret Hart, Virgil, and the British Bulldog. Okay.
Right.
I try. I have to be honest with you, I've seen this show before, and I tried to rewatch it. It's not an easy rewatch.
Yeah, it's a one.
It's not a very good show.
Okay.
All right. So the second match was Sergeant Slaughter, Jim Duggan, Terry Von Erich, and Tito Santana versus Colonel Mustafa, Iron Cheek, the Berserker, Skinner, and Hercules.
That's a rough team.
Then sandwiched in the middle of these 4 matches is the ever infamous Undertaker and Hulk Hogan world title match.
That didn't go on last?
No.
Huh. That I didn't know about. Blows my mind. Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I think most likely because of the way that match ends.
Yeah, they wanted to
end the show that way.
And they also had to hype you up for Tuesday in Texas.
That's the other thing is this show is a lead-in for a pay-per-view, which is just a few days away.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right. So after that infamous match where Undertaker winds up beating Hulk Hogan for the world title with the assistance of Ric Flair.
Yes.
You have the Nasty Boys and the Beverly Brothers.
Oh boy.
versus the Rockers and the Bushwhackers.
That must have been the smelliest ring of all time.
Yeah. Oy.
And then in the main event, which is like fucking weird because it's not even a now it's down to a 6-man, not even 4.
Huh?
It's the Boss Man and the Legion of Doom versus IRS and the Natural Disasters.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, this I take back my statement that I said before that there's very few duds in Survivor Series. This is a dud. This is a goddamn
these are
dud.
Like the shows that I think of when I think of Survivor Series, and like Survivor Series was of the 4 my absolute least favorite.
I can see why.
You're just getting It's just a bunch of multi-man matches, and not until later years did they start kind of straying away from that.
Yeah.
And in my rebooking of it, I did stray away from it a bit because I kind of feel that formula becomes very stale very quick.
Yeah.
When you have
You're right.
4 or 5, 8 or 10-man tags on a card, you're kind of just watching the same thing over and over again.
Yep.
And there's nothing that breaks it up. And almost none of the matches feel different,
Yeah, there's nothing to
watching
2
or 3 hours of one long match.
Yeah. There's nothing really to hook you in.
Royal Rumble.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That would be like if you just had a pay-per-view of Battle Royals. You just had like 5 battle royals on a show. And
Surprised. I'm surprised TNA didn't try that. It's the night of the battle royals. Russo ass shit. All right.
Yeah.
So let's start off.
Didn't TNA do a reverse battle?
They did the reverse
did
battle
do a
royal.
reverse
Well, that
battle
would be that's the main event of the Russo ass night of battle royals.
Yeah.
It's the reverse one.
You have a tag on the Russo Battle Royal pay-per-view, you have a tag team battle royal. Then you have a hardcore battle royal. Then you have a little people battle royal.
You absolutely should, yeah.
A women's battle royal, a men's battle royal, and then a reverse
battle royal. Yeah.
Well, you're forgetting the scrap the hardcore, throw the X Division, and then we nailed it.
All right. So, in the open to the original show, I think it was the week before or 2 weeks before on Superstars was the infamous Randy Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's right. Savage is still
Snake incident.
Yeah, Savage is still suspended.
Technically suspended. So at the beginning of that show, they show the replay of, Savage getting attacked by the snake, and then President Jack Tunney comes on and reinstates him for a match between the two at Tuesday in Texas. So,
all right,
instead of doing it that way, I have Jack Tunney reinstating Randy Savage
immediately
and setting up a match where he will take on Jake the Snake in the opener of Survivor Series 1991, where Jake the Snake is banned from ringside.
Okay, all right, good for safety
reasons.
Exactly. Yeah. So the match is, it's a singles match. There's no particular stipulation or anything to it. But towards the end of the match, Jake goes under the ring and pulls out the snake.
Time for a snake, yeah.
Throws the snake in the ring. He gets the DQ, but Savage is freaked out, and he beelines it backstage.
Chicken shit.
He just got attacked by a cobra 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They never explained the anti-venom thing. She should have been dead.
He should have been.
They really never got into the details of that.
I mean, you hear about it years after. Like, didn't he take the anti-venom before he got out to the ring or something?
No. So, like, the snake was...
it was a devenomized snake. Yeah, devenomized. Yeah.
But they don't sell it that way. They're like, they don't sell it like, that snake doesn't have venom in it.
Well,
like in real life, they do that because if you have him get bitten by a cobra, he's gonna die. No,
you're right. You have very, very short. But they did have the medics and everybody, or I shouldn't say medics. They had all of the road agents, trying to get Savage out. But getting back to this match, so this is the Tuesday in Texas.
They have a very
the snake was barred from ringside at that one, right?
I believe,
and so. I think he did the same thing where he was like, "Oh, look, it's under the ring." He came to the ring without it. It was under the ring the whole time.
No, because that Tuesday in Texas essentially wound up being the blow off for that feud, which made absolutely no sense to me, because Savage winds up winning that match.
Yeah, but Jake clobbers him with the 2D. He kills him with the DDTs. Elizabeth runs out. She gets in the ring. He slaps her. And then he's going for the snake, and Savage finally comes to and cuts incredible promo backstage afterwards where he's fucking losing his mind because Jake slapped his wife.
But they never really did anything with it after.
Saturday night's main event. There was another rematch, maybe. And that's when Undertaker was supposed to waffle Savage with the chair because Jake the Snake headed backstage and Savage stayed in the ring to celebrate. And it's Undertaker and Roberts in the back, and Roberts has the chair and he's ready to take. And Elizabeth's the first one through the curtain, and he's gonna hit her with the chair, and Undertaker stops him.
Okay.
So, but you can still the Tuesday, basically the Tuesday in Texas match, and everything like that goes to here.
Because, first of all, I mean, this is like a big four pay-per-view. That was kind of like the Tuesday in Texas show is super. It's a really weird show when you go back and watch it because it really kind of just feels like a Superstars.
It's like a Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah. It's really, I don't know. It's strange, but this is also like I'm gonna have them. As I said before, this is almost like a companion piece to my rebooking of WrestleMania 8, where I had the blow off of this feud there.
Yes.
So this is literally where it's pretty much starting. It's this, and we're gonna keep building this on through the year up until WrestleMania of next year.
Good to know.
All right. So then the second match. This is a traditional Survivor Series match, and for this show I went back to the 5-man teams as opposed to the 4-man teams.
Good.
The original teams, and the captains of these teams are going to be the Mountie and the Big Boss Man. So on the Mountie squad, we have the Mountie, the Nasty Boys, Colonel Mustafa, and the Brooklyn Brawler.
All right.
And
And
you were gonna have the Brawler in there, or did you just want to book him?
No, he was not on this show. So this show actually originally had so it had like the 4-man team.
So you're just plugging.
So I needed
Steve in there.
I wanted to get some more guys at Payday. Come on, guys.
All right.
All right, and then they'll be taking on the team of led by the Big Boss Man.
Mm-hmm.
He will be with the Bushwhackers, Sergeant Slaughter, and Tito Santana.
All right. Okay. I can
this match. I really didn't kind of like. I didn't go into like who's gonna win. I mean, you're going to have the Boss Man win.
Of course you are. I was just going to say, like, I didn't go into who's going to win, but of course you know it's your boy, the Big Boss Man. He's definitely going to win.
Listen, in the multiverse of Tommy, there's Big Boss Man's tri-champion.
Yeah, exactly.
We would have never gotten a Guardian Angel. He would have stayed with the WWF as the Big Boss Man forever.
Yes.
He'd actually own WWE right now.
Yeah, no, it
would be called the Big Boss Man Entertainment. BBE.
BBE.
BBW.
BBW.
Big Boss Man Wrestling.
Oh, Jesus, that's too. Why is that way too?
I knew that was going to happen. I actually, I like that face team because you have, you still had something with Slaughter.
Yeah.
And he was in that "I Want My Country Back" phase of his career where he's.
Yeah, so this is coming off of the WrestleMania loss to Hogan. So he's made he's denounced Iraq.
Yes,
and has come back to his senses.
And he
and he is going on the other side, going against his former fellow Iraqi sympathizer, Colonel Mustafa.
Yes, a man from who was the bodyguard of the Shah of Iran, not Iraq. Excellent. It makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, and also, I mean, we have. So I kind of made it like. So here you have the Mountie. He was feuding with Boss Man like this whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have like a dual tag team kind of deal where you got
Nasties
Nasty Boys and Bushwhackers, Sergeant Slaughter, Colonel Mustafa.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's like a story in and of itself.
Yeah.
And then you just have Tito Santana beat the shit out of the Brooklyn Brawler.
Couldn't think of a better way to get Tito over El Matador, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in his El Matador phase. I love those pink boots.
Oh, the little cover-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he wore the pink cover-ups and he still had like black boots underneath it, so he really does look like a Matador or a Toreador because he's...
and he had like that jacket.
Yeah,
he would come out with the it was fantastic.
Nothing bad.
All right, so moving on to the next match. This is so the way that I kind of broke down these Survivor Series matches is into like 3 separate categories. Mm-hmm. So that one is kind of like telling a story of like feuds that are currently happening at the time. This next one is just a a clusterfuck of gimmicks. So it's just like two teams that have just a bunch of nonsense.
Goofy shit.
So you have the Legion of Doom, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and the Texas Tornado Kerry Von Erich.
All right, hold on. Let me run through this. LOD.
Brutus.
Okay, I glazed over Beefcake.
Brother Brudi.
Duggan and Kerry. Okay. All right.
The Texas Tornado.
Yeah, sorry.
That's not a bad team though.
No. I mean, you're not going to get the best work, but I mean, it's got name identity. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they're going to be taking on the Natural Disasters, the Berserker,
yes,
the Warlord,
still there. Yeah,
and the Repo Man.
I actually like this a lot.
This is a really good match.
I'd watch
this
that.
This is why I tune in to watch the pay-per-views for that match.
Shit, I'd watch that.
This one is going to go maybe 10 minutes, and it's just going to be... I mean, you're going to have the tag team... I mean, on the heel side, you got a bunch of fucking shit kickers over there.
You do, yeah. Yeah. You got big...
And essentially, you're just going to have the three guys that are with the LOD kind of go down fairly quickly, and the LOD is going to have to come back, but they're going to wind up getting this.
Are they the tag champs at this time, or they lost them already back to?
I believe they are.
Okay.
So then I guess you can't really. You could do like a double disqualification or something.
No, I mean
at the end, or like a count out. I see.
It's still cool to like let the Warriors like look strong. Like fuck, they should have looked strong. If they weren't failing drug tests, they would have looked fucking phenomenal at this time.
And this can also set up an LOD Natural Disasters title match for a Saturday night's main event, the Royal Rumble. However you want to kind of, position that moving forward. But those are two teams that you could have just a fucking war.
Yeah, just
an all-out war between those four.
Yeah, and you're right. It doesn't have to go long. You've got guys that are just like heavy-handed, just pounding the shit out of each other. A lot of like, double DQs or double or double countouts can happen with guys that are just like carrying the brawl over, over onto the outside. I like it.
Man, those Texas Tornadoes fucking
lasso steals his foot.
Steals his foot. Yeah. Shit.
He just grabs the lasso. And
I would like to see the Warlord take his foot and then just like heave it into, or the Berserker. It's more a Berserker thing.
Yeah, the Berserker's just chewing on his leg bone.
This also, like, just to think, like, there could be, coming out of this, if you book this the right way, there could be a tag team of the Berserker and the Warlord.
I mean, I'm all in on that.
Take my cash, please. Take all my cash. All right.
All right.
T-shirt with that.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next match. So on the Tuesday for Texas card, Bret Hart defends his Intercontinental title. So to make sense for that match to actually happen, the match that actually happened on that show, which is Bret Hart versus Skinner.
Yeah.
I have a number one contender match for the Intercontinental.
Oh, okay. All right.
Title, which is Owen Hart versus Skinner.
Interesting. Okay.
So this will set up this will give a reason why Skinner is getting a title match.
Yeah, is an IC
There's
contender.
Really no plausible reason for that.
No, there wasn't.
So you have a number one contenders match for the the Tuesday in Texas show, and Skinner winds up beating Owen Hart, and you get a decent. See, I wanted to kind of break up all these multi-man matches because
smart
when you have just like I was saying, when you have like 4 or 5 10-man tags, it's just they all run.
It drains the live crowd. It tends to, like, unless there's something like really spicy with it.
And a lot of the guys at this time, they're bigger guys, and they're not doing a ton of exciting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you're getting constant rest holds, constant atomic drops,
Yeah.
stuff like that, it really wears on like your attention span.
Yes.
And especially when you go back and watch these shows, some of them are a chore to get through.
It's a slog.
Because they'll have these matches.
It was like
because
a week.
because there's 10 guys or 8 guys in these matches and it's elimination style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're going 20, 30 minutes long,
Yeah.
which is way too long.
And you're unfortunately like because of the way that they book some of these guys, like the guy that you're excited to see gets thrown out or gets knocked out early, and it's like, well, why the fuck am I going to watch the rest of this match if
exactly
Kerry Von Erich's not in this match? Is the only guy that I think is like a good worker. Like, why would I stick around for this? Making reference to like the 1990 Survivor Series. So you're right. Like it's kind of like it's a good thing to do to break up that and make it, give it stakes, make it an IC #1 contenders. And maybe,
and this would have been, I mean, the original one has it, but this would be a real departure where we see Survivor Series wind up going in the future, where it's you get a few singles matches or tag team title matches that are mixed in with the typical
with your big main
Survivor
events.
Series style match.
Yeah, good.
So now we go back to the Survivor Series style match, and this one is like. So I said I had 3 different ones. The one that's telling the story, the gimmick one, and now this is going to be the workhorse match.
All right, good.
So this we have the heel team of Ted DiBiase, IRS, Power and Glory, and Rick the Model Martel. They're taking on Bret the Hitman Hart, the British Bulldog, the Rockers, and Roddy Piper.
All right. Okay. All right.
And now this is just going to be this is going to be a 10-man tag barn burner. Because you have literally 10 guys in there that can bust their ass and put on a stellar performance.
Now, Brett's the IC champ.
Yeah.
Going in.
So he's going to go over.
At the time, like, again, you have him set up against Skinner in the future. At the time, he didn't have a feud, right? Like,
no.
Yeah.
I mean, he's coming out of Perfect from SummerSlam.
Right. But Perfect's nowhere to be seen. So
okay, he's gonna get the Skinner, the Skinner match coming up next. Mm-hmm. You can have this, go into either DiBiase or Martel coming out of it.
That's what I'm thinking
for the
is
future.
Yeah.
And then you also have the Rockers and Power and Glory, which is a fantastic.
That was the SummerSlam 90 match.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always go back to it. Absolutely.
I mean, and then you can kind of even with this, because we're looking forward, like I said, to WrestleMania, you could plant the seeds somehow for Bret and Piper, where there's some sort of, Piper's going for a tag, Bret gets pulled off the apron or turns around or something like that, misses the tag, Piper's rolled up, eliminated, and now, it just like plants the seeds.
He's a little feisty over it.
The breadcrumbs start getting laid out to lead up to that.
All right.
All right.
Again, it's a good way to you're right, sowing the seeds for future feuds and everything.
And in our main event, this is where I took some creative liberty to because I couldn't just rebook Hogan versus Undertaker. So what I have is the main event is a tag team match. However, the winner of the pinfall becomes the world heavyweight champion.
Okay.
And the tag team match is Hulk Hogan and Sid Justice versus The Undertaker and Ric Flair.
Okay.
So that's an interesting dynamic because technically if Ric Flair gets the pinfall on let's say Hogan, then Ric Flair becomes the world champion.
Correct.
So Undertaker, or so Hogan. Who was the champion at that time? It was Hogan, correct?
Hogan is the champion.
Terry, yeah.
So Hogan not only has to tag with Sid Vicious, but he has to get the pinfall
in order to retain his title.
His title. So he's basically working with and against his teammate at the same time.
Correct.
Yes.
And now what's going to happen here is this is also setting up for my rebooking of WrestleMania 8. The way this match ends is almost identical to the way that the match at the original Survivor Series 1991 ends. However, Ric Flair is going to slide in the chair as The Undertaker is giving the Tombstone Piledriver to Sid. Undertaker beats Sid, becomes the world champion. Sid, in the midst of all this, Hogan is distracted by Mr. Perfect, who is with Ric Flair at the time.
Yes. That's...
So...
All right.
The Undertaker becomes the world champion. Flair is the cause of it. Sid blames Hogan for not...
He didn't interfere to break up the pinfall.
To stop
Flair
the tombstone on the chair. Hogan loses the title without having to do the job. And now, immediately following this match, we get Jack Tunney saying there's going to be a rematch for the world title at Tuesday in Texas between The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan.
And the former champ Hogan.
Sid is sidelined, which, if you remember,
he was hurt originally.
So now he's tombstone on the chair. If you remember, when I rebooked WrestleMania 8, I had Sid coming out and costing Hogan the world title
to Flair
against Flair.
Yes.
So that would be the reasoning behind Sid doing the turn on Hogan.
That makes The only thing that I would do that would be different is, again, in my brain, and I'm not, again, not stealing the thunder here, but there's no Tuesday in Texas in my brain. And you just have, here's your main event, these 4 guys that are doing it, and everybody gets disqualified or counted out. And then Tunney's like, well, I got to figure out what the fuck to do with this title. It's on the line. Next big pay-per-view is Royal Rumble. And then you have it without having anybody job or lose or have their feelings hurt or anything like that. You figure out a way to make the title on the line at the Rumble. But this is it still allows for that intermediary match and that pay-per-view to get thrown in the middle of it and progresses in the way that it did in the logical storyline to get eventually to get the belt on Flair. So very good. Very good. All right. So that's 2 down, 1 to go.
Great job there, Tom.
Yeah.
The ending of that booking, I was a little worried about where it would go, but the tie back to WrestleMania.
See, I also was tying all of this into after choosing Survivor Series. I keep saying SummerSlam. Survivor Series 91. I realized that I rebooked the next WrestleMania and started the road Savage and Jake thing there, and then I was just like, all right, let's just try and tie up all the loose ends and bring them all.
It doesn't hurt that it was it could have been a 6-month feud instead of like a 2.5 month, 3-month feud. Exactly. Yeah. All right, so I am the final guy to go. I had selected Survivor Series 2012.
Now, I have to tell you, I can guarantee you I've never seen this show, so I am very interested to see.
You could tell me 15 guys on this pay-per-view, and I would be surprised if I knew 14 of them.
You'll know Matt. You'll know everybody
that they were on the card.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to go through the original card because I didn't do. That's the one caveat that I have here is I blew everything up from the original.
Okay.
And I didn't even rewatch Survivor Series 2012. I looked at the results. I watched a little bit of the Raw leading into it, the go home show, and I was like, there's easy ways to get around this and to do this better than what they did, because there's a lot of talent on this roster, obviously, and there's I think the one thing that I can say about this is after this, like, the booking got a lot better for WWF, or WWE, I should say. So they started to utilize some of these talents in the right way coming out of this. But I'm going to give them kind of a boost here and hope that we can get some guys pointed in the right direction. So I've got 5 matches total. Everything is technically a traditional Survivor Series, 5-on-5. But the wrinkle in this is each match, the winner will get a title shot at a particular title. So the first match on the card is it involves our tag teams. So it is 6-on-6. This is the only 6-on-6 match that I have. And the winner gets a shot at the World Tag Team Champions. Who the World Tag Team Champions at this time are Team Hell No, Brian and Kane. So on the heel side, you have a 3-man band represented here by Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal. You've got the Primetime Players, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. And you've got Primo and Epico, the Colognes.
So this would be considered more or less the heel team.
That's the heel team, yes.
Okay.
On the other side, you have the Usos, who originally were not on the card. I don't know if there was injuries, but they were in the company at the time. So you have the Usos, you have Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd. They had been a tag team. And you have Santino and Zack Ryder. What's up?
Why is that a thing?
They were listed on the card as Co-Bro.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's basically like 2 joke mid-card guys in a tag team together. So again,
Tommy, I'm glad we both had this exact reaction to that.
There's a lot of groaning that goes into this, but I will have the Usos go over and start, which should be their rise up the card, and getting them ready for a tag team title match. So I have the Usos are the sole survivors in this one.
That would make a lot of sense.
Not a lot of shenanigans. I don't need outside interference or crazy booking for that. Just get the Usos the win and move along. So we're going to move into match number 2, where the winner of this match gets a shot at either the Intercontinental title or the United States title.
Is that depending on which brand they were on?
Exactly. So everything is gonna have like mixed brand,
right?
Stipulations here. So,
okay.
So I've got, for my heel team, I've got Lord Tensai. I've got Mason Ryan.
Oh my god.
Yep, he was in the company then. You have David Otunga. You have Drew McIntyre, and you've got Alex Riley.
That is the most unlikable team of all time.
It's a regular who's that. And on the babyface side, you have R-Truth. You have Sin Cara, Evan Bourne, Brodus Clay, and Ted DiBiase Jr.
Is this a pre-show match?
No, this is on the show.
Oh my god!
And I'm
this
actually
roster,
and I'm going with the the low card of this roster.
What you've had
stinks.
to work with is
you're putting Drew McIntyre
not good.
Over, right?
So I actually have 2 winners from the heel side. So I've got Lord Tensai and Drew McIntyre as my survivors. So both of them, they could either decide to go, depending on the brand that they're on, they can go into an IC title match. I think Kofi was the IC champ.
Okay.
So they could do a 3-way against Kofi, or one of them could take on the US champ, who was Cesaro at the time. But both of those heels are going to go through and take the win. All right, now we're getting into a little bit more like the talented side of the card.
I sure as hell hope so.
And the winner of this match will get a world title shot at the Royal Rumble against the champion of their choosing. You have on the heel side, you have Mr. Money in the Bank, Dolph Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio, Wade Barrett, who he might have been the king at this point. I don't think he was quite Bad News Barrett. Christian, who was still there, and the All-American Jack Swagger. They take on Ryback, Mr. Survivor Series himself, Randall Keith Orton, The Miz, who was, yes, a babyface at this time, Rey Mysterio Jr., and Mark Henry. And in this one, just because I remember him being smashed over like crazy, you have the Ryback taking the win and getting set up for his big title match against the champion of his choosing, which will eventually be CM Punk. But Ryback wins the match. He's doing his, and he goes over dominant. Like you have like at some point, all of the rest of his teammates get eliminated, and it's like Ryback. It's like a 3-on-1. So you'll have like Dolph, Del Rio, and Wade Barrett all ganging up on Ryback, and he doesn't look like he's going to win, but he ends up smashing everybody. Lights go out. Chaos in the arena. Here's the debut of the Shield. Because the Shield did debut on this Survivor Series. So the Shield comes out. After Ryback gets his win, the Shield comes out, kicks the dog shit out of Ryback. Who are these guys with? Why did they do this? They have to be with Punk, blah, 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 blah. And right now you got chaos in the ring. We don't know what to do. We have to go backstage and take care of this. And then they're interviewing CM Punk. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know who won the match. I'm getting ready for my big match later on in the show. I don't know who those guys are. They're all developmental guys, or he says something about that and dismisses it. So, hot angle. You need a cool down because you only have 2 more matches on this. You need a cool down. So, here come the ladies. And this one's just going to be a SmackDown versus Raw. Because you don't have enough girls on the roster to say, like, the winner gets a title match against... I don't even know who the ladies champion was at the time. Maybe Eve Torres.
You probably have to put her in the match.
Exactly. So I've got... So for my SmackDown side, I've got... I might have made a mistake here. Well, either way, it's like baby faces versus heels, whatever it is. You have Caitlyn, Layla, Alicia Fox, AJ Lee, and Beth Phoenix on one side. And on the other side, you have Eve Torres, Oksana, who was still in the company at this time, Natalia, Rosa Mendez, and Tamina. Obviously, it's not a... And I think AJ was like the general manager of Raw, I think, at the time. So,
Who was Oksana?
She was like a fake Russian blonde hair girl.
Yeah, I remember her. She tiptoed between being heel and face for a while.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't
She was really irrelevant. But anyway, I'm gonna have Caitlyn go over because I think they were giving Caitlyn the big push to go to. I think she won the title at Royal Rumble or something like that. So you let Caitlyn go over. This is again another like probably 8-minute match or 5-minute match. You just let them just spam finishers to eliminate each other one by one by one. And then whatever Caitlyn does is a finish. So now we're into our main event.
That was very dismissive.
Yeah, exactly.
You name any of their finishing moves?
AJ had the Widow's Peak, right?
Yeah, but she's the general manager. She's not in the match.
Yeah, she's in the match. I put her in the match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Widow's Peak, wasn't that Victoria?
Oh, yeah, fuck. She did the... who cares? Beth Phoenix had the glam slam and Natty had the sharpshooter.
There you go.
Go figure with that. Layla just had giant boobs. Everybody has giant boobs in that match, by the way, except for AJ. Anyway, main event time. Cue the... You can actually use them to make the announcement. This is... Our main event is in War Games. The Match Beyond.
Oh.
Because you do have the right to fucking use it. I don't care if Vince doesn't like it. I like it. And I'm booking this. So I've got a War Games match where you've got all of your champions in the match itself and a couple of their number one contenders floating around here. So on the heel side, I've got CM Punk, who is your WWE champion. I've got Cesaro, who is your United States champion. I've got No More BS, Tall Paul, the Big Show, who's the World Heavyweight Champion. And then I've got Cody Rhodes and the intellectual savior of the masses, Damian Sandow, who were the number one contenders for the tag belts, who were the most recent tag team champions. I've got them going up against John Cena, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, who's your Intercontinental Champion, and Kane and Bryan as your tag team champions.
Oh.
And it is this is why the match card is only 5, because this is going to go, you're going to go an hour with all of these guys, because it's War Games and unfortunately, just because they love to fucking do this at for these pay-per-views, you're going to do the same thing where you have like maybe Sandow like ends up tapping out for his team. So Sandow is the one who's out. Cena and his friends all celebrate in the ring. Everybody leaves one by one to go up the ramp. Punk is pissed. So Punk's the last of the heels that's like still standing in the entranceway, gesturing to Cena, maybe like trying to flip him off, or maybe he's cutting a promo on him after the match. And your lights go down again, and your Shield is in. Now they're locked. It's the Shield and CM Punk. Paul Heyman puts the chain back on the door, and all 4 of them kick the shit out of John Cena for another 10 minutes. Slides in tables, slides in chairs, really gives him the fucking drubbing that he deserves. And they beat the dog shit out of him. Maybe Ryback can try to come, and then like Punk fights him off and clobbers him with a folding chair or something. And you have the Shield and CM Punk acknowledging on television that they're working together, and you fade to black, and you let your best guys stand tall at the end of it. That is Survivor Series 2012.
I have to say, Mike, for the bag of flaming hot dog shit that you were handed, you made matches.
I did.
I love the main event, and I actually looked up.
I could see that being very interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up the original card while you were going over the first match, just to see exactly what we had.
Yeah.
And it was bad.
It's probably weak as shit, right?
Tommy, read it off real quick.
All right, so we led off with a 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Brodus Clay, Justin Gabriel, Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, and Tyson Kidd versus the Primetime Players, Primo and Epico and Lord Tensai.
Okay.
Not too far off from you meshed. They took 2 of your matches and meshed them together.
Yeah, exactly.
That match was 18 minutes and 27 seconds.
No.
Jesus Christ.
And who won?
It was 7 minutes of Sin Cara falling off the ropes.
Yeah.
It just says that the babyface team defeated them. It didn't go into
it doesn't say who the sole survivor is, because if you
would have
fucking
to go further down into the
18
Wikipedia,
no interest in seeing 18 minutes of Brodus Clay.
So then Eve Torres defeated Caitlyn for the Divas Championship.
Okay.
That match was 7 minutes, also probably far too long.
Mm-hmm.
And getting less time than that match, Cesaro defeated R-Truth for the United States title.
Yeah.
How did
That got 6 minutes and 57 seconds. Sheamus then defeated the Big Show but it was by disqualification.
Yeah.
In a world heavyweight title match.
That might have been Dropkick was banned.
Oh, wow.
That was not specified here, but
I think if it was by DQ, I think that was the stipulation because he had kicked somebody and hurt them, or Big Show got claimed that it was too dangerous of a move.
Oh, okay.
So Sheamus wasn't allowed to use the kick, but Big Show was allowed to use the WMD.
Oh, which is the
WMD?
punch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
The weapon of mass destruction.
Well, I mean, I know what that stands for. I didn't know that actually was.
He called the knockout punch the weapon of mass destruction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Don't ask. By the way, once again, don't ask me why I know this shit, but I'm pretty sure that was the stipulation.
Okay. I'll trust you. I'll trust you on that. But...
Then we had another Survivor Series match. It was Team Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio, Damian Sandow, David Otunga, Dolph Ziggler, and Wade Barrett taking on Team Foley.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Daniel Bryan, Kane, Kofi Kingston, The Miz, and Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. Well,
somehow that's Team Mick Foley.
Oh, yeah, because he
had just come back to the company from TNA.
Okay.
Mick Foley feud with, what's his name?
Yeah.
With who?
God damn it. Hold on one second. I'm looking at it right now. He came back in and had the feud with I thought he had a feud with Randy Orton right out of the gate, but I guess not.
He had the feud with Randy Orton was in like 2004, 05, yeah.
So that match got like almost half hour.
Okay. All right. Well, because you got at the time you've got a lot of their top guys in that one, so.
The main event was Punk versus Cena versus Ryback for the world title.
And that's when the Shield.
That's when the Shield comes out.
Yeah. So I figured out a way to get the Shield on there twice, and
book a way better card.
And taking out
fucking dog shit.
And taking out some of the biggest foes for Punk on that one. So.
So I do get corrected. The heavyweight championship match, Big Show intentionally used the referee as a shield, causing Sheamus to kick the referee.
Okay.
So they probably had another one where the
kick was banned because
So when another official when Sheamus was distracted by that, Big Show hit a WMD, but then another referee came out and reversed the decision to disqualify the Big Show.
Wow. It's a lot going on. Who's the heel? Who's the Big Show's the heel, right?
Big Show's the heel on that.
Well, I mean, he probably turned babyface like 3 nights later. just how No More BS goes.
I think this time frame for the Big Show was probably his longest run on either side of the fence.
It's good to know. At least there's maybe there's some consistency there. But that'll do it. That's our rebooking the Survivor Series. If I gotta say, I'm voting out of the 3 of us, I want to watch Matt's show.
Yeah.
I want to watch it now.
Well, listen, you guys didn't get dealt the best cards on the planet, so it's not necessarily like, if you guys had what I had, you probably could have done, a good job as well. I
just love the Flair coming out.
Yeah, the Flair.
I mean, the
4 horsemen in WWF. That's a dream.
Yeah.
I was way more intrigued to see what Mike was able to do because I don't think I could have done anything with that card.
Yeah. You have to blow it up.
Bad.
You have to blow it up. But I knew going in, like, no matter which one I got after the buyout of WCW, I was going to put War Games in there because I think War Games really fits the motif of Survivor Series, and I hope they keep doing it because it's a good companion to a night of multi-man matches. Originally, I was going to book the first Survivor Series and kind of play around with the formula a little bit, but I was like, no, can't do the old ones. Give me a more recent one. So that's it. That's where we're going to put an end to this one. I kind of teased this in the pre-production meeting, but I just want to kind of end with this. This is a fun fact that I learned today, and I don't know why it slipped through the cracks, but recently passed away legend of pro wrestling Terry Funk. In 1985, I don't know if you guys know this, he was on a very short-lived Western TV show that was on ABC, and it was called Wild Side. He was like one of the 5 main characters that were in this like gang of cowboys. Co-star on that show, probably in like one of her like first support roles on TV, unless she had been on like soap operas. Meg Ryan. The show
How
last.
long ago? You said 85?
1985. ABC. It was like a mid-season replacement show, and it only lasted for 6 episodes, and then it got canceled, or they didn't pick it up to renew it. But I have yet to go back to see if there's any episodes on like YouTube or any of those like, cheap free streaming sites. But Meg Ryan and Terry Funk were co-stars.
What was the name of it?
Wild Side.
I'll find you a link, Mike. I'll send it to you.
All right, very good. Find me a link. I want to see Terry Funk and Meg Ryan chew some scenery together. Which only leads me to say I really hope that like Meg Ryan has nice things to say about Terry Funk now that he's passed away.
Who would have a bad thing to say about Terry Funk?
I know, yeah. You'd have to be an absolute criminal if you had a bad thing to say about Terry Funk. But I know we never have a bad thing to say about the Funkster. So with that being said, I'm going to sign us off here on behalf of myself, Mike Madden, Certified 5, Matt Geiger, and Mr. No Gimmicks Needed, Tommy Schultz. We're going to sign off for the night, and we will hope to see you in the ring one day.